This AP The Plug here with the Ticket Plug. Look, I have the easiest way online that you can flip your bread. We sell tickets to concerts, comedy, festivals, sports, theater, Broadway, all that type of stuff. And it's real easy. I can show you how to do it. Go to thetickettrap.com. Again, thetickettrap.com.
Sure. Back on the microphone, man. Ain't been a lot of stuff really going crazy, but I mean, last time we recorded, it wasn't a new president. Now it's a new president. Sleepy Joe's on his way out. Kamala fell fat on her face, and Donald Trump cleaned up. I got to get your reaction, on that, because that's something that we dealt with. We brought people on to talk about it, and now the result is here. So what's your thoughts, man? Donald Trump being the 47th president of the United States.
Not the least bit surprised.
Right.
Not the least bit upset. You know what I'm saying? And I know we deal with a lot of very emotional people, right? Especially when it comes to this presidential election, especially because they played and tugged on our emotional cords when it came to the thought and the possibility of there being the first black woman president. And we got so caught up in that, kind of gave you remnants of 2008. The difference between 2024 and 2008 was Kamala Harris was not as savvy on that microphone and as upcoming for the people as Obama was, and that shit did not work this time amongst black people. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that she made was she wagged her finger a lot at us. A lot of the thing, it was a lot of, we're going to hip-hop dance you to death. We're going to get Obama to wag our finger at you. We're going to play as if you guys are stupid and you guys are still going to run on emotion. And some did. And you know what? To the people that genuinely wanted Kamala Harris in there, because you have your right just as much as anybody else has their right. You have your right. I commend you for that, because at least you did, your due diligence, and you felt like that candidate was better suited to run your life than the other one was. But 95% of the people that we saw were ran by emotion, and they still emotional. And the ones that tugged on that emotional cord, the DLs, the Plazas, and all them other clowns, nowhere to be found today. That check is done. You know what I mean? What's done is done. We'll see you in 4 years. So, just keep this in mind. He's been president for, they elected him 3 days ago. I don't see none of my brothers and sisters hanging off trees. I don't see nothing crazy going on with black folk. I don't see any projects go. So we'll be here in 4 years. We'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Get out of your emotions. Let's move accordingly, and let's take care of business. And let's get gas prices and food and shit back down to where it needs to be and have America running the right way. And if dude can do it, let him.
And it's like even all these celebrities that wanted to jump and speak, when there's real issues that go on in the community, they're nowhere to be found. You don't hear Cardi B speaking, Glorilla, Megan, DL, none of them. They tuck away into their little mansions. As soon as they feel like they can get a little bit of political power and clout, and maybe Kamala, had a photo out with them, they feel like they're important. Cardi B, you're not important. You're as ghetto as they come. Did you actually, I know you've seen that, Cardi B on like reading off a phone, and then when the teleprompter went off, she had absolutely nothing to say. Mm-hmm. They think we're stupid. And I think ultimately that was one of the things that lost her the campaign. Still thinking, like you said, we're going to go off of pure emotion and we need entertainment value, to sway us. We're not following them celebrities like that. And it's a great day for America because it was a time when that shit would have worked. Mm-hmm. You could bring a Obama, you could bring a Megan Thee Stallion, you could bring a Glorilla, a Cardi B, a DL, and you sit down with Charlamagne and Shay Shay. You sit down with these people and think that could work. And in a way, it kind of felt like she was even copying Trump. Like, he sits down with Rogan, you sit down with Shay Shay. They're not on the same level. Mm-hmm. His platform is not hitting like a Joe Rogan. Just because he had that one interview, with Cat Williams, that was going after a whole bunch of black people, might I add. It was never going to be an even thing. You should have went and sat down with the Joe Rogans. You should have sat down with the real movers and shakers and not just the popular people. We see this happening too much, where they go sit down with just who they think is popular and not the real movers. Kamala would have been better to come sit with us. If somebody was going to ask the real questions that we're not Democrat, we're not Republicans, we're not into the agenda shit. We're just going to ask the real questions and hold our feet to the fire. But they go to what they think is popular and it backfired on them. And I'm so happy because I feel like, and people act like Trump wasn't in office before.
Right.
They act like we about to go into slavery again.
Right.
And keep talking about Project 2025, which he said he had nothing to do with. He didn't even read it. I see now that him and R.F. Kennedy, is working right now, to get pesticides out of food, to get, fluoride out of water. This is supposed to be executive orders in January. So we're going to hold his feet to the fire. We're not just thinking he's going to be the white savior for us and save us. No, we're holding his feet to the fire. But some of the stuff that Trump is already doing, I think is encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, because it ain't politics over here. It ain't we really wanted this dude to get in there because we like him, blah, 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 and we going to excuse any bullshit that happens next 4 years.
Right.
Nah. Fuck, food prices better start coming down,
Oh,
bruh.
yeah.
Gas better start coming down. This economy's better start moving in the right way. This is why he's in office, and we will see. And we felt like, a lot of people felt like he was better suited to do that than Kamala, and that's what it came down to. But they play this race game, and race is very prevalent in this country. We know that, but people take advantage of that. And politicians take a lot of advantage of that because she wasn't pandering and plotting toward the Asian community or the Indian community or this community, that community. She was running right over here to us because they know we run that Democratic vote. It didn't work this time. We'll see what happens in the next 4 years, man.
Yeah, like who was advising her? Like if I was advising her, hell no, Cardi B, hell no. Bring a Lauryn Hill or something out to do a set. Bring some real movers and shakers in the community. Maybe like a well-known lawyer from New York City, up and coming black lawyer, somebody, something, an influencer or something, a positive, something different than a damn illiterate ass-shaking celebrity. These women are talking about popping their coochie and shit like that, and you put them in front of people, upstanding people that want to have lower prices, that want a better America. It's a slap in the face, and she got what she deserved.
On top of the fact that I got to bring this up because I know a lot of women were upset about the whole abortion conversation, right? And that's a very you know what I mean, controversial conversation. You got your people who believe very strongly on whatever side. You bring Sexy Red out there to talk about letting me do what I want on my own body. You bring Sexy Red out there to promote abortion. That wasn't smart, dog. That wasn't smart. Like, that's all. That's where I'm getting at. Like, you got people even in our community that feel like abortion is one of the biggest genocides to our community.
Oh yeah.
And you bring Sexy Red out to fight your argument.
A woman, remember we did a video on Sexy Red. She has lip glosses and things and cosmetics, gonorrhea, lick my this, wet dick. Like what?
Smart.
Horrible mistake by the Democratic Party. That's why Tulsi Gabbard left them, because she used to be head of all that. She's a Republican now. Trump got a real good team, but we're going to keep his feet to the fire too, just like we would keep Kamala's feet to the fire. But one thing I'm seeing now is people now they're trying to sabotage and put a whole bunch of negative things out about Trump like every day. They're going to keep fighting.
Oh, expect that.
Yeah.
Every day. Expect. They might even lock his ass up again. They're going to try.
Right.
Expect it.
But the great part about it is, look, the vice president is a sharp dude. The dude, he's brilliant, man. I know you heard him talk, J.D. Vance. He's way more even advanced than Trump and Kamala, like, put together. Like, when you hear this dude talk. So if y'all trying to, and I see people even counting on the death of Trump, man. It's memes out there talking about the Simpsons ain't been wrong yet. Like, damn, y'all want the man dead?
Y'all, and you see, and that's how you know they don't care about their country. They only care about their own self-interest. Because just like if Obama would have died, if Trump died, it's starting a war, dog, within this country.
Oh, yeah.
And why would you want that?
Right.
Because your candidate didn't win? Because you didn't win the contest? Look what he wearing. Look what I'm wearing. In 2 weeks, somebody going to be mad. That don't mean we're going to hate each other for the rest of our life. And I know it's just a game.
Less than 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, right,
Thursday.
8 days. But this is what we look at it like. This is a game.
Right.
If your candidate didn't win, fuck it. Nah, dog. We still got to move and do our thing, man. Like,
right.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I mean.
So we'll see, man. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up, felt like the Eagles won the next day after Trump won, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, this shit kind of, and I never was really invested into it, but I just feel like he's going to be a man of his word, and I remember how life was back then, so I'm willing to give him another chance. I'm not saying, everything's gonna be exactly the same, but let's lower the prices a little bit, low rent prices, lower, insurance prices and things like that. Let's get a little bit more comfortability again. And it'll help people. That's all.
I remember.
No tax on overtime. But go ahead.
I mean, for a couple of years, like when Trump first got into office, and rest in peace to our brother Darren.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation with him, and we were still on the fence with Trump. Like, we wasn't fucking with the whole. We were still in shock the dude was even in office. Like, it was still kind of a lot to gather. And we was like, well, who would you rather have, so and so? And he said, President Trump.
I was
it's
shocked.
A black man, like
shocked.
A brother.
Yeah.
And he said President proudly, and then he broke down.
Yep.
All the reasons why, and that was the first eye-opening experience I really had to go, well, damn, is this dude really as bad as this dude really as bad as I think? Is this? And come to find out, it really wasn't as all they said it was.
Right.
So
Right.
keep your mind open, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, and I had people unfollow me. I had family say stuff to me.
Damn.
And all that. Like, I'm like, man, like, come on, man. Like,
Still the same.
You're really letting this stuff get in the way. Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. I bought a MAGA hat and everything. You know what I mean? I'm voting for Trump. Yes. And I wore it. You know what I mean? It's in the car now. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is, man.
Emotions, man.
Yeah. Let's talk about Lil Durk, man, because he received some new charges today. Now they're adding to his case 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun, and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. Now, as a result of this, he is facing, I thought he was already facing life, but right now, maximum what he can get right now is life in prison. What's your thoughts?
Just same thoughts as I had when we found out he got arrested, that he's done.
Yeah.
He's done. And let me say this, because we've said a lot of people have been done and come to find out they weren't.
Thugger.
Thug. Dead wrong about that. I'm glad he's out and got a second chance. Do right by it, right? But in this situation, when you look at the bodies, now when you look at the evidence, and
right,
it really looks like it's leaning toward they're gonna make an example out of Durk. They're gonna make an example. They probably wanted King Von, but he is not allowed to be able to face the charges and the things that he did. So they gonna come down on this man. They're gonna come down on him hard. And the more that comes out, I think it's just gonna be worse and worse. And I don't wish it upon him. But if you was out here doing that dirt, then it ain't my fault. You gotta man up to that. So
yeah, it looked like he made just some real crucial mistakes. And I mean, let's be honest, man. Everybody expected him to slide, as they say, for Vaughn. Like we all knew, we didn't know when, we didn't know how, but from the evidence that they're presenting, he just moved very, very sloppily, using credit cards and just dumb shit. Where it's like, nigga, what are you doing? You can go to the bank and get whatever,
right?
Cash. I mean, not trying to encourage people to do crime a certain way, but if you really a street dude or whatever, you should know how to move. And it looks like he moved all the wrong way, and it looks like they have a lot of evidence right now, to bury that young man. So, maybe a day early he would have got away. He was trying to get up out of here.
He tried,
but he got the information a little bit too late, and they got him. So, look, we shall see. 'Cause like you said, I didn't think Thugger was ever coming home. That man's home right now. Him and T.I. chilling right now. So we shall see how this ends up, man, with Durkio.
Just. You go get a money. You doing shows, dog. They handing you cash at them shows,
right?
Like ain't nobody condoning, like you said, but it's just what you did and now how you did it. Yeah,